I feel like a lot of people don't know that gyms are different. Well, not in a way that you think, where like some gyms have this different machine, other gyms use different brand, and some other gym has different kind of amenities. No, I'm talking something more fundamental. See, I spend most of my time training in Dundalk, Ireland, and I try a couple gyms here and there, so I say I'm familiar with the training culture. But currently, I'm back in Ho Chi Minh City, my hometown, for roughly a month and a half, so I need to find a gym to work out at. And the difference, while not many, was so fundamentally different in the way that people train here that I had to make a video about it. Now, different in the good way or bad way, I'll let you decide on that. Now, let it be known that these perceptions are built by me visiting about 3 different gyms here in Vietnam, so just take this with a grain of salt. Alright, let's begin. Number 1, less benches, more machines. First 2 gyms when I entered, the first thing I go is straight to the free weight section because me personally, I like free weight more than machines. And what I saw was utter complete mess. Like the free weight session was a complete mess. Everything was everywhere, nothing was properly labeled, and the worst part is there was just 2 or 3 benches that were adjustable and 1 non-adjustable bench. That was it. Now this is what it looks like at a gym that I work out often at. And you guys, you can see 2 nice rack of dumbbells, plenty of benches for everyone to use. Now some groups like machines, some groups like free weight. There's actually been a lot of studies saying that machines are actually more beneficial for isolation training because the paths are already mapped out on the machine. All you have to do is move the weight in exactly the position that how it move it. Granted, some machines are better or worse than other, but when you hop on the machine, you can't really go wrong with it. Now, in free weight, if you're not careful with your technique, it can go either very right or very wrong. On a personal level, I do recommend that there's just an incorporation of both. Lots of machine, but leave more benches, you know? Like benches and free weight are just an extremely versatile combo. You can do like the bazillion exercise with just a couple of weight and a bench. Yeah, adjustable bench, please. No more some of those flat benches that doesn't do anything. Please, adjustable benches. Alright, number 2, a more cardio-centric workout routine. Now this is definitely less on the lads and more on the ladies here. 99% of ladies, whether they're young, middle-aged, senior, whenever I see them at the gym, they will only do cardio. It will be either the treadmill, the elliptical, the rowing machine, etc. Now this might be a hot take, but I'm gonna try to spit here. I think this goes with the culture. The Asian perception here is that beautiful ladies, they are small, they're petite, they are elegant. You know, and there's the awful misconception is that if you touch some heavy weight or just any weight in general, that you will gain muscle like the men and therefore not be ladylike anymore, I guess. And it's not just the people working out, it's sort of the people around them as well, especially some of the older generation that sort of frown upon the conception of like women having substantial amount of muscle. In their mind is that ladies need to be elegant, need to be slim, and the men that are the people that need to be muscly and big. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Look, but it's good that that misconception is sort of start moving away now as a bit more information are starting to circulate online, and people understand that if you touch a couple of heavy weights, that doesn't necessarily turn you into the next Mrs. Olympia. So that's good. On to the third, no squat rack. Like, okay, I know I started the video with saying that these differences might not be good or bad, but I'm categorizing this as a bad one. Like seriously, same with the benches. There is absolutely no squat racks in any of these gyms. Now this is the same gym that I worked out in Ireland. See how many squat rack there are. I think there, if I don't count correctly, there are 7 of them, or 6. 7 or 6, something like that. There's a reason for that, because squat racks, or just the platform itself, is just a very versatile piece of equipment. You can do pull-up, you can do squat, you can do deadlift, benches, you can do row, and the list goes on. Every gym I've been here in Ho Chi Minh will either have maximum of 1 squat racks and 1 Smith machine. Now these things are similar, but they are not the same, and they should not be treated as such. So have both, you know, get some squat racks and get some Smith machine. I definitely think the reason behind this is that they could look quite daunting as a beginner at the gyms, or if you don't know what you're doing. I think you're just staying far away from that scary big contraption that you have. There's no instruction on how to do anything. You just have to figure it out on your own. And it's not like the issue here lies in space, because some of these gyms are massive compared to the one that I have in Ireland. Look at this cardio area. Like, look how big it is. Like, that outside rim is where people run around it. And this is the same area in my gym. Like, the stark difference is crazy. Look, sorry this video comes up a little bit like a rant, but I promise you that the first 2 points are just pure observation that I find very interesting in. Last point, however, is 100% targeted at that one person that sits at the gym wearing a yellow shirt on the squat rack for 1 hour doing squats. Yes, you hulking up the squat racks for an hour while there's only 1. Shame on you. And another note is that all these gyms that I've tried, they are commercialized chain gyms, Koi gyms, California Fitness, Elite Fitness, all with multiple locations all over the city. They seem to doll and polish themselves up as like this peak and like most luxurious gym experience, but all I see when I looked at them is Planet Fitness with an expensive price tag, but throws in different perks and uniqueness here and there to blind you from this fact that they've done a very mediocre job at designing a lot of these gyms. Where I saved one for last. It's a place that a friend of mine go to, and from the pictures in the video,
up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night.
I'm excited, so stay tuned for that. See you guys next time. Bye.